What is going on, YouTube? AJ here, doing another Let's Play. Final Fantasy XI Online Retail on the Bahamut server. And we are in our Mog Garden. We have not been taking care of our Mog Garden. We have been bad gardeners. We did buy a couple more key items, so now it just seems like we get to get more garbage from here that we had to sell. So I have a question. For everybody out there. And I'm guessing that it can't be good anymore. What was the name of the staff or stave that was all of the it was like supposed to be all of the HQ elemental staves combined? I mean, whatever, fish bones. Snapping mole. Stop it. I don't know if it's rare X. I don't even know if we can get it on the auction house. I guess we'll put this into a Mog house. Storage safe. Our stupid tree cuttings. Alright. Let's head on out of here. Let's take a look at that auction house. We have no idea what we're going to do this episode, by the way. No idea. I don't know if I really feel like doing Ot or Gone missions, so I don't think we're going to do that. Long day at work and kind of feel like listening to the dogs bark. I joke around that if anybody were to like walk past our house and they just heard these dogs, they'd be like, okay, that's one we're not breaking into. And it's a pretty good deterrent. PIMPP. Alright, what was that? Oh yeah, we want to look at that and see if... I mean, there's got to be better ones than that, right? The Chadoyant or Iridol? The Iridol and Chadoyant. It must be okay if it's 1.4 million, huh? All resistances, cure potency. I don't know what iridescence does. But we definitely should start looking at staves, and I need to go say hello to my dog real quick. And I made the mistake of opening my work email, and now I'm just arguing with somebody again. Smart guy. Alright, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Do we... Oh, there's Slev. What are we going to do? I don't have a plan. Too many people in the Unity chat, of course, so we can't tell if we can do that. No, maximum, of course there's the maximum number of people. Alright. Huh. Alright, you know what? There we go. That's something to do. That's something that we could try. And you're gonna have to forgive me for this because we did not look this up. This just came to our heads. We did not look this up. And we have no idea what we're doing. Oh, do we want to do that? Maybe we should look up. Nah, F it. F it, I guess. No, we shouldn't do that. Yeah, let's just do stupid Ottergon. We've got Ottergon stuff to do. I wonder if anybody could guess what we were about to do. What were we about to do, folks? I think the reason that I was like kind of resisting, might as well get over with. I think it's like just 5 cutscenes right now. What are we on, 23? Yeah. And if I remember correctly, it's just arguing between Karababa, Shantoto, and Naja. They all argue with each other. Oh shit, and I think it's all the next day. Wait till the next day. Oh ho ho ho. You've nothing left to prove. It's time for me to make my move. Thank you, Ambassador. I greatly appreciate your stance as a woman of action. I've never seen anyone enjoying with President Naja quite so much before. Why do I feel a chill down my spine? How absolutely wonderful. A branch office in the Middlelands. And with the Star Sibyl's approval? Oh, don't give me all the credit. Destructive's performance in the execution chamber convinced me of your company's merit. And with mercenaries such as these wandering the streets, our lackluster Mithras soldiers will learn to stop dragging their feet. Though she was nothing more than a wall to prevent me from taking any damage at all. Of course. And you know this mercenary is merely the tip of the iceberg for the talent we have at Salahim Sentinels. Oh ho ho ho. What is your proposal? How will you run this venture with the resources at your disposal? Well, we'll have to start with choosing a location, designing the offices, hiring staff, President, ordering weapons, training the troops, negotiating with the Federation Army. President Naja. What, can a girl plan in peace? That's a lot of work. I wonder if Ibwam will be able to handle everything over there by himself. You're right. Oh ho ho, you seem to have encountered a snag. I do hate when things start to drag. Abcuba. Yes, ma'am. How many people do you have working here? And tell me their registration numbers, would you, my dear? That information is confidential, you see. Quickly now, surely you don't intend to make an ambassador scrape and bow. Oh dear, my poor heart. Please remember, this is top secret. Whisper, whisper. Oh ho, so many. And what is the number of my shield, pray tell me? Oh, that would be... Whisper, whisper. Such an easy number to recall. I have no more reason to stall. Using the employee registration numbers, I will attempt to divine who is it and who is exempt. A divination? That is correct. It's an ancient Windurstian art with results that are near perfect. This song will choose the person you need with amazing accuracy and surprising speed. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Cast the spell and you will know. Oh no. And there it is, the registration number of who will become your business whiz. And who is it, Ambassador? Who is the lucky mercenary? Oh ho ho, the suspense is killing me. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Oh, that number belongs to... Destructive. I knew it. I should have guessed. Oh, are you sure this mercenary can handle such a huge responsibility? Oh, I'm sure she'll be fine. The mercenary you refer to as your shield is our number one ace. Even the Empress has granted her an audience. An Empress higher rank than a king? You say this mercenary is an ace? This cannot be. An audience with the Empress. How impressive. If you relay that story, you'll find me quite attentive. Oh, Jang. Oh, you get Nem Jang here anyway. Where has she gone? What could she be doing? Who do I turn to? Who do I trust? What do we do? Of Jang. Tell me. It's my crown, beaver. Yes, once everyone heard the story, the applications have just been rolling in. And President Naja made sure everyone heard the story. And it's all thanks to the Destructive here. So you see, sending her off to a foreign land would be like losing an arm. It would break my heart to see Destructive go, but if she was willing to expand the company and build a new office in Windhurst... Oh, I understand the point of your speech. Who would have guessed that the Empress was within Destructive's reach? Huh? Well, yes, I too was rather impressed. Destructive's value in this land is beyond calculation. Yes, huh? Oh, I would never wish to damage your solid foundation. I must rethink this offer of an office in our land. What? Why didn't you dismiss it yourself out of hand? Losing Destructive would be like the loss of a limb. I couldn't deprive you of that on a whim. No, I was just being... I have your refusal stored in my memory banks. Just, now hold on there. Such a shame. I envisioned your company protecting our nation. Salahim Sentinels would have been our salvation. But I would never dream of ruining your bond. That couldn't be fixed by just waving a wand. Lady Karababa, your compassion knows no bounds. Ambassador, you don't mean to tell me our deal is off. We must shift our planning back to square one. Now we really must go. Our business is done. just a damn minute. We have a banquet to attend. No time for further delay. The Grand Vizier is not a man I wish to dismay. Yes, arriving late would be a terrible insult. So very true. Once again, my good people, I bid you adieu. Oh dear, oh dear. Ab Cuba? Yes, ma'am. A bag of Sim Sim. A bag of small, edible, Near Eastern seeds. Get a bag of Sim Sim. Throw them all along this line without a break. Yes, ma'am. Well, well, if it ain't private second-class destructive. Looks like you did a fine job guiding and guarding. You heard the ambassador singing your praises, didn't you? You must be thrilled. And I suppose you're expecting the same sort of gushing compliments from your president, Well, it ain't gonna happen. I can't even stand to look at your smug face right now. Get out of my office and out of my sight. Or I'll tenderize your hide and have mercenary steaks for dinner. Alright, I think I gotta wait I think I have to wait a game day, right? All this waiting. That reminds me. And let's see if I can get this. And this will be a nice guide, maybe, if you don't know how to do this yourself. I don't remember how to do this either. Okay, window 1. 0 width. That about the middle? Okay. Window 2. White shared multi-window, vertical, horizontal. Okay, so now we'll have 2 windows. This is very, I don't like that though. Mid-boss is another Final Fantasy XI Let's Player. We've been doing it for a while, and he also has Final Fantasy XIV Let's Plays that I saw, and a couple other ones too. Okay, so I don't like the windows the way they are. Let's see if we can't get them shared. Okay, can I flip them? I know I can flip them. Window 1, window 2. So then what? Log? Here we go. Chat. Okay, so we want chat on that side. Okay, so then window 2, we want to turn all those off. And then system messages. Okay, I'd like to So now the reason that you do this, if you're unfamiliar, I'm sure that if you've played Final Fantasy XI, you know this stuff. Okay, so we have to zone and wait until the next game day. The reason you do this is that you keep an eye. This is very... It's helpful on all jobs, but it's definitely helpful on jobs like mages, I find. And maybe tanks. Maybe tanks too. But you could keep an eye on like misses and resists. Like, I'm sure that you've seen like something will like either I'll be like, oh, did that resist, or you know, like blah blah blah, and I'll have to do that with the. Maybe the chat over there is better because this is kind of hiding with our party log. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll see how this works. But yeah, this is... And you're not getting all the game text and... Okay, so yeah, that way you're like, so here we go. This will be, oh, it's showing up on there too. I didn't know it'd show up on both. That's fine. Did I not take it off of there? Okay, let's see. Log, window 1. Yeah, I didn't do that. No, you know what? Let's leave window 1. And then take this off of window 1. And then window 2. There we go. All right. Alrighty. So we still got a day. 10 hours. Basically. So what are we going to do? Let me think. All right. Man, 1.5 million for that. 1.5 million for that staff. Okay. So while we're doing that, how about we check what? Maybe we will. Time-swept butterfly. Still on the trail, loosened. Okay. I really, really, like, I've been thinking about it, and I really am thinking about getting a, do I just want to do, what do I want to do? Let's just do, what do I have? Merit points, 12. Let's just do some merit point farming while we wait. Okay, let me try to get my dagger up there. I was debating, I've been holding on to this Red Mage testimony. I've been debating whether or not to do like mat fights. Everybody's scaring me off the Red Mage, but I'll probably do it sometime this week. A lot of sleep and all that junk. So, an odd thing I was thinking about doing. So I was thinking about doing, and it's tough because it's tough because we're doing so many Let's Plays right now. I'm juggling 3. I'm only doing the Hearthstone or the Magic on Friday night, so that doesn't feel that bad. So it's not like a huge... like a huge weight, like, oh my god, I can't keep up with 1 day a week for that one. The ESO I'm enjoying. I might do an ESO tonight as well, to be honest with you. But I was debating whether or not to get back into... Oh, shoot. We lost stinking Apururu again. Okay, let's remove that. Current. So I was watching more wonderful YouTube videos. Okay, doing all these should bring us back, right? Bring us back in good standing. Watching... Oh, do I get it? Oh, I didn't have it. Do I not have it on? Oh. Did I? Oh, I didn't. I must have done it earlier today. Hopefully I get to keep this, Unity chat open, because I'd like to do the Unity thing here too. Alright. So I'm watching more fun YouTube videos. And they're both basically on nerd culture, what they call nerd culture, and how it was like a big boon. Blah blah blah. What happened? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Did I do warp ring instead of... Oh, this is the episode that should not be. I thought I'd put the Empress band on. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, we'll just open some silt pouches. Well, can we not? Do we have too much silt? Are we up to the gills in silt? Man, we are off our rocker tonight. here we go. Let's try this again. So even though I have a ton of Let's Plays, I kind of wanted to play City of Heroes again, which is a really, really old MMO, around the time of Final Fantasy XI. And I was like watching some nerd culture documentary things on YouTube. Two separate people, maybe a couple of years apart. So I don't know if they like kind of fed like into each other, like maybe like they say. A lot of times people don't plagiarize, but like they have like an unconscious plagiarism, basically. You watch a video and then you're like, I'm gonna make a video on that same topic like 3 years later, and you end up like basically, saying a lot of the same stuff, same points, blah blah blah. So two separate people were talking about nerd culture, and they were both talking about Iron Man. Because even though Spider-Man was around, so even though Spider-Man... Oh, geez, I forgot I should probably buff up, right? Thanks, bullying the wall. I think that maybe I made that second window smaller. That's probably what I did. Because even though there was Spider-Man, they say that, like, I guess because Iron Man was the beginning of the expanded universe or whatever. They had a big talk about Iron Man. Now, I'm going to date myself here if anybody really cares to know just about how old I am. Here I will date myself. Even though I won't tell you what age I was. I was very into comic books when I was younger. Like a lot younger. Like, your dad drives you to the comic book shop. Need to start scaling up too. I just kind of wanted to get a base going here. To date myself, it was probably like in the middle of my comic book journey is when Spawn came out. So, a long time ago. So anyway, and I was a comic book nerd. It was probably harder to it wasn't harder, but there wasn't as many resources available to you as okay, so where is it telling me my... I think I messed up my windows. And that has all that. No. But I do want that on Window 1 system. Where does it tell me how much XP I got? So anyway, I'm a kid and I love comic books. It's not as easy as what you knew about comics is what you read in your comics that you bought. Like, you couldn't go online and be like, what's happening in the DC universe? If you wanted to know it, you'd have to buy, like, the DC comics. And then you'd have to, like, hopefully get the ones that told you the information that you wanted. So, some of my, like, okay, so I had, like, the obvious favorites. Like, Wolverine. I remember my dad bought me, they did a reprint of, like, the Wolverine Origins in, like, this big, thick book. Like, I think it was supposed to be, I don't know how many comics it was supposed to be, but they were, like, combined. And he didn't mind buying it for me because, like, I think, like, the actual comics were, like, they were pretty expensive still at that time, like, maybe 45 bucks a piece or something for, like, the Origins. And this was, like, just, like, a big, like, reprint thing of it, and it was pretty cheap compared to... loved Wolverine, obviously. I think every kid did. Loved the Human Torch. I think every kid did, too. Some of the odder ones I liked. I liked the Human Torch. And the Fantastic Four in general. I enjoyed the Fantastic Four. And the oddest one that I liked, and I have no idea why I liked it. Maybe I just like thought he looked cool as a kid, was Moon Knight. And I didn't even want to look at the movie. I heard it was bad. So I was like, I'm not going to touch that movie. So why is my XP not showing up on either window? That is the question. Okay, Windows. I like to change these every once in a while. Log. Window 1. So, nothing here. For others. Okay. System. Basic system messages? Okay, basic system messages. So I think that's that. Now let's move that other thing over too. It's gonna bug me. But yeah, I was a comic book kid, like a nerd. Not hardcore. I guess I wouldn't be hardcore. Width. There we go. But I had like those huge boxes. I had like 7 of them, I think. Hundreds of comics. Like Spider-Man, you know, like just stuff the kids like. Anyway, both of these, and here's getting to my point. Both of these documentaries were calling Iron Man. Oh, he was and before they made the movies, Iron Man was a secondary Marvel character. And I was like, it's been a long time since a YouTube video angered me. I'm like, maybe because it was out of the comics for like a long time. Maybe like at that time, Iron Man wasn't popular. But I mean, I'd argue that like, in most of the time that I've been alive, Iron Man would probably be a top 5 Marvel. Like, I'm trying to think of Marvel. Try to think of a top 5 Marvel in your head. And I mean, it's what? Spider-Man number 1, probably. I'd argue number 2 would be probably the Incredible Hulk. He's been around since, forever. Been popular forever. That was one of those, I think that was around my time, if I remember correctly, was the big comics were the Thing versus the Hulk. And me being a Final Fantasy fan, a Fantastic Four fan, I was like, come on, Thing. Maybe Thor? Wolverine? Like, that's... No, Iron Man's always been like a Marvel like superstar. I had no idea what this like, and like I thought I was like I'm like AJ, you heard that wrong. Oh, you just heard that wrong. They didn't actually say that. They didn't actually say that Iron Man is a lesser known superhero. Yeah, we haven't been casting. Yeah, I didn't know. I did not know what to think. Maybe they're right. Like I said, maybe in the last, like 20 years or whatever since Iron Man came out, like maybe he was just an afterthought in the Marvel universe. But as long as I've been alive and knowing comics, he's been up there. Yeah, that one angered me. I was like, grrr. I went, grrr. How dare you? I think these ones are too high to even, like, skill off of anyway. I think that was another reason that I was thinking about doing Matt tonight, and I'm like, I don't even think I'm at level 75 magic skills. Enfeebling 218? No. I don't even think that's close, right? I'm trying to think of what other comics I liked. There's the old DC one that I'm shocked they haven't made a movie, unless they did make a movie and I just missed it. Was it Lobo? Lobo was awesome. Lobo was like, I'm pretty sure Lobo did Lobo come before Deadpool? Anyway, Lobo was he like a Harley riding demon? Banging girls and cussing a lot. Like, I don't know. I was like, geez. As a kid, I was like, this guy's awesome. Lobo was cool. Yeah, I did grab a bunch of Deadpool comics too. Loved him. Loved that idea. I was like, not a huge. I'm definitely a decent sized Ryan Reynolds fan. When I was a kid, what Van Wilder was pretty damn hilarious. But he was perfect for the role. Definitely perfect for the role. I think they had that one X-Men where he was like, was it Weapon X or something? Or I don't even remember. Ryan Reynolds was. That was a terrible, terrible movie. Wolverine Origins or something. Alright. We will get one more cutscene after we Wait a game day. And call it. This one was a bad episode, I think. I'd put this one in the bad episode category, but that's okay. Talked about comic books, that was cool. Back then it was pretty easy too. I don't even know what they are now. I think I heard they're pretty expensive. But I haven't looked at a comic book, let's put it that way, in quite a long time. But back then everything was $1. Most popular comic was $1. The Jugheads, was it Archie comics were $1, so the coolest comic you could ever find was $1, and the lamest at the time was $1, so it's pretty easy, you know, like, hey, I'll give you $6 to mow the lawn, kid. How you get 6 comics? And even back then, as a kid, I think I don't even think I think my mom just like threw them out. So I don't even think that they were like sold. So it didn't matter. But like even as a kid, I kept my my comics in ridiculously good condition. I think I said that with like I do that with like everything I own. I try to keep in like as good as condition as possible. I was a kid that would gently take the page between my fingertips and turn it oh so gently. Oh, don't wanna bend those pages. Had all the plastic, the hard plastic backs, and then you put them in the plastic sleeve. This thing's gonna be worth money someday. Oh, another way to judge how old I am. Superman's death. That was another huge thing. And it was the weird catch 22, where this was the first time, I think this is the first time they killed off Superman in a comic. So they were killing off Superman in a comic. And they had I think the one where the actual thing where he died, there were 4 separate covers or something like that, but they were in full plastic bags, so you couldn't see which cover you were gonna get. So people were like, "Oh my god, we'll give you so much money if you could sell us all of the covers, but in sealed bags." And it's like, how do you tell? You know, you'd have to do some really interesting gymnastics to figure that out. Okay, so let's do a warp ring that we mean to do. I was never a huge DC guy. I like Batman. I like Batman and I like Lobo. And what was the other one that kind of looked like Deadpool? Was Deathlock? Deathlock? I don't know. I forget now. I'm embarrassing myself. Deathlock? I think he was what? Navy blue and orange? Take some time to get used to these dual windows, I'll tell you that. Alright. They really want you to keep up that stuff to keep a Pooaroo around, huh? Second time we lost her. I guess I'd just been goofing around anyway, so... Yeah, I like comics. I remember thinking to myself, there should be a... And at the time that I was thinking this, there wasn't. I remember thinking there should be a way to look at, like, for free, but there's no way to ever be for free. Way to read, like, old comics on your PC. I thought about that, like, years and years ago. It probably is now, but you'd probably have to pay for it. Sigh. 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 Groan. A sweet deal always has a sting. How could I, of all people, have forgotten that? That pompous money-grubbing ambassador. Speaking of money, Abcuba, yes man, she finally remembered I existed. Did you receive payment from the arrogant ambassador for destructive service? No, I didn't. Oh no, maybe being forgotten was a healthier. Unbelievable. How could I have been so sucked into that I forgot to collect a fee? Grr. It's like me. I gurred before for Iron Man. If I don't do something about this, I'll never live it down. Uh-oh. Right. Destructive. That Taru who was so impressed with your skills has yet to pay a single gil in remuneration. Remuneration. I've heard that word, but I don't say it. Remuneration. I'm not saying it right. I don't care. And so you're going to go trot over there and pick up that reward. If you manage to appropriate the money, I'll let you keep every single coin. Just one thing. If you fail, it'll mean death for our professional image. I don't care how rough you get, but don't come back without that cash. Abcuba, you know what to do. Yes, ma'am. According to Gesho, the ambassador has finished her business with the Grand Vizier and is preparing to return to her homeland, which means you better hurry. The occasion of an ambassador plenipotentiary's departure should be marked with pomp and circumstance, and yet not a single person bothered to make an appearance. That is not true, Lady Karababa. My sensors detect many spectators hiding in the shadows. What a charming send-off indeed. Well, I'm not going to plead. Your magical tantrum at the banquet last night may have scared off well-wishers. Oh ho ho. Well, they refused to allow me to see the Empress. You can't blame a girl for releasing a little stress. What kind of person is the Empress? I have no contact with her yet. It doesn't matter. We were able to meet that other girl and hear her chatter. Oh, the one with the malfunctioning friends? If they were unable to penetrate my disguise, their automaton technology has hit lows rather than highs. Hee hee hee. You are unforgiving, Lady Karababa. Your shield has returned to your side. I'm guessing it's that side. Isn't this exciting? This nation is on the brink of evolving and changing, no matter whether they wish it or not. That girl and Destructive will eventually upset the pot. Oh ho ho ho. Oh yes, you must be feeling ignored. I've completely forgotten to give you your reward. King, give Destructive her due. We mustn't neglect to say thank you. Yes, ma'am. You must understand your reward is not for guiding me about this foreign land. These are campaign funds to continue the task you've been set. I trust you're not the type to suddenly forget. I'm sure you'll remember your duty. I have not been swayed by some Near Eastern beauty. The main goal of my trip to this distant shore was to send At-Ergon's secluded politics into uproar and to gather the reins of some control reins of control to some extent. Thanks to you, I've succeeded 100%. Ancient technology and mechanical puppets, and an unlawful organic weapon entrepreneur. I must say, it has been quite the tour. But any country that has its underhanded dealings, I'm hardly overcome with fear and anxious feelings. Yes, that chimera soon fell to your mighty spells, and that is why I realize the astral candescence is the threat that is nigh. How unfortunate you weren't able to obtain it last night. Pesky serpent generals. It's probably for the best. Who knows what effect the astral wind might have on the star tree and all the rest. Destructive, continue to build reputation in the Empire, so you may dig deeper and find information we require. And try to meet again with the puppeteer and her toys. You might find you'll hear more than just banter and noise. Those junk puppets have ties to the palace. Speak to Rodin Kamadin when you need to contact me. He's easy to find thanks to his sheer stupidity. That wasn't very nice. That mercenary's a spy, huh? She's craftier than she looks. Things are getting mighty interesting. I wish I could put that, like, the party window above window 2 and let it move up and down. That'd be nice. Dark Rider. It seems I'm not alone. Ha ha ha. Cool. Cool. That's Clarence. Clarence. N.K. Weewa. Clarence. I'm reading that wrong, I think. Alright, I think that's it for us. We're toast. How do we get here? How the hell did we get here? Huh? Maybe we should be over there. Alright, that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Kind of boring. Didn't really do anything. 2 cutscenes, some merit points, and some comic book talk, I guess. That was cool. Yeah, I figured we dropped off right here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, take it easy, folks. Thanks, bye.